So class, in today's video, we're going to be talking about more animes that need to have a remake. Now, a bunch of you guys left your suggestions in the last part, and we're going to be going over that in the first section. But before we get into that, remember, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more anime content. Now, a lot of people in that last part kind of got on my ass because I didn't add One Punch Man onto that list. Guys, that season was just airing as I was recording that, okay? I was not going to add it onto the list because it didn't finish it yet. Even though there was a bunch of clips saying that this anime was dog shit, okay? I get that. So that's why we're adding it on this list. I won't lie to you, One Punch Man kind of fell from grace. We went from like a really good animated series with all of like the clips and visuals from the fights and stuff to PNG simulator. Like, despite how bad, and I mean bad, we all seen the clips, that season 3 of One Punch Man was, the reason why I kind of didn't want to add this onto the list was because it just recently finished. Asking for a remake for like an anime that just got finished is crazy work, okay? So that's why also I didn't want to add it onto the list, because it was just fresh and new despite it being dog shit.
What the hell is even that?
And I really don't know what else to say about this season that anybody else hasn't already said. So let's move on to the second entry that people also said that I missed. See, this anime right here, this anime is old as hell, so we can definitely add this shit to the list. Now, I will say, I actually did not watch the newer seasons, okay?
You're a fraud!
Everybody was saying how bad the newer seasons were because it didn't, like, adapt to the manga correctly. It was bad all around and shit like that. I haven't seen it yet, okay? But from what everybody, and I mean everybody, my friends, people in my Discord, everybody says that the newer seasons of Tokyo Ghoul was absolutely bad. I don't have any takes on the newer seasons because, hell, I stopped at season 1. And then I picked up a whole different anime. So I didn't actually watch the newer seasons. Who knows? Maybe I might watch it after making this video. And then I might make a whole separate video talking about Tokyo Ghoul, alongside the other animes that I also said that I was supposed to be making videos on. So going based off of everybody else's words and what they were telling me, yes, this anime does deserve a remake as a whole. Hell, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they say that they were gonna redo this shit? What the hell is that at? Okay, getting done with the comment entries, now we can get on to my entries. And the first two entries, I already talked about these animes previously in a whole different video with like the whole animes with bad endings and shit like that. But it has to still be established. I don't care, okay? Wonder Egg Priority had the potential to have one of possibly the most greatest endings when it comes to anime, but then y'all just fumbled the entire bag. Y'all sold the bag. Now, because I already made a handful of videos talking about this anime, I'ma just keep this shit short. Y'all made an entire 46-minute episode with a 20-minute something recap. Bro, if y'all don't get back in the lab and actually redo and finish, actually no, you don't even gotta redo the whole anime. Just give us an actual final episode. How about that? Hell, give us a movie that will actually conclude the entire story. Not no freaking 60-minute recap movie. No, give us an entire movie of the whole entire anime concluding, and I'll be satisfied. And getting off of that anime and getting on to the second entry that I'm gonna make this shit quick, Metallic Rouge. Redo this entire shit. I don't even need to explain. No, you know what? I'm gonna have to explain it because nobody's seen this anime. This anime might have to be the most incoherent and fast-paced anime that I've ever goddamn seen. And I've seen a lot of fast-paced animes before, okay? But this one takes the cake. They bring up a bunch of shit from episode 1 to 12 that doesn't even matter, a lot of exposition that doesn't get concluded, and then y'all give us some freaking Disney level ending with a cliffhanger at the end too. Like, this anime as a whole was actually so bad. How are you gonna give us a cliffhanger on like a big fight? To be honest with you, it's not even about the cliffhanger, the big fight. It's just the fact of the matter that y'all talk so much in this anime for half of the shit to not even matter. So yes, redo this entire anime all over again. Slow the hell down when you're telling the goddamn story, so then most of the shit will actually matter. See, but like those two animes I already talked about previously in different videos, okay? The anime that I'm gonna bring up right now is an anime that I haven't talked about for like a whole entire year ever since I made the first video about it. And that has to be Hyperdimension. This IP, in no short of the word, is sitting here collecting dust. Like, yes, they are still dropping games for this IP, but to who exactly? Like, the dwindling small-ass fan base?
Good question.
And before any Hyperdimension stans be getting in my comment section trying to get on my ass, bitch, I bought the recent game that dropped last year! So I'm still buying the games, I'm still the dumbass, but at the same time, they're not doing nothing with this IP. They're not doing anything. Like, I will wish that they would drop another anime or redo the other one. Like I said in the previous video that I made about Hyperdimension, you guys have all the shit, you have all this material to make an anime for, because we live in the era to where anime is now really big and mainstream that you can make to actually get more fans onto your IP, so that you guys can make more money instead of trying to leech off the money of your small dedicated fan base. And then maybe when you guys actually get a bigger fan base, you can update your goddamn character models. Somebody, and I've been meaning to make another video about Hyperdimension, right? Somebody in that comment section told me that they've been using the same exact character models from the first game until now. And that blew my goddamn mind because I see it. But this video isn't us talking about the games, okay? This is us talking about the anime. And the anime that you guys dropped for this has to go down in history as possibly one of the greatest fumbles. Because in this anime, y'all kind of just made a whole, like, somewhat small slice of life with a little bit of action for this shit. You guys already had, like, the world and everything established. And I feel like that was wasted opportunity, because in the first couple of games, I'm pretty sure, because I haven't played them yet, but I'm pretty sure it shows Neptune going to the journey of how she became a goddess. Now, I will say, like, in the anime, you guys did bring up dimension hopping, and then that correlated into the Mega Dimension games. Yes, but I still feel like we should have got an anime to where it got established of Hyperdimension, who's Neptune and everybody else, and then we get later on dimension hopping and stuff. Like I said in, like, my first video, me talking about like my first video that I made talking about Hyperdimension, I said the first season, like this could have been a multiple season anime, okay? And it would have been fire. The first season could have been getting Neptune and everybody established in the world building. Season 2 could have been the anime that you guys dropped now. And then we could have had a season 3 getting into Mega Dimension with the big Neptune and Uzume. That would have been fire! And y'all can still do it. Y'all can still do this. It's not out of the realm of possibility, okay? Because for some odd reason, y'all got money out the ass to just keep funding games that barely nobody's playing. So y'all gotta have money for an anime, dog. Y'all got to. Like I said, okay, before anybody from Hyperdimension community come and try to murder me on my own video, okay, I 100% in Neptune X Shin Kagura, okay, so I know what I'm saying. I need to stop before I piss some people off. But in general, y'all need to stop being lazy with this IP. Y'all are letting such good ideas go to waste. Like I said, with Neptuna X Shin Kagura, this could have been an anime where you guys did like a whole collab with the Shin Kagura series. Another series that has a small and dwindling dead fan base. But y'all are just being lazy with this shit, and y'all just keep dropping these games expecting more people to just stumble across them and for your fan base to grow. No, you gotta grow this shit yourself. Actually advertise, or hell, like I said previously, my other statements, make a new anime for this series and watch how more people will gravitate towards it. Now, finally getting off of that, goddamn, like, talking so much about this series, I should have just made this into a whole different video. Hell, was this my excuse to talk more about it? I don't know. Y'all won't know either. But getting on to the last entry of the video, this one comes straight from my Discord server and from a person named Twiz. And he says the anime that deserves a remake is Berserk 2016. Lord, do I even have to explain this shit? On everybody's soul, on my soul, and yes, you're watching this video, soul. For the love of God, redo this series and give it the proper love that it deserves. Like, the amount of disrespect y'all gave to this series has to be a goddamn crime. Because for us coming from the 90s version of Berserk, and then for y'all to remake this shit with this garbage is crazy work. Y'all need to go to jail. Hell, I will possibly even double down and say for every anime on this list that deserves a remake has to be Berserk. Because yes, One Frame Man or One PNG Man might have been trash, but at least we can say it's kinda, maybe, potentially watchable. Because hell, people was watching this shit to give it such low ratings and shit. But when it comes to Berserk 2016, this shit is unwatchable as hell. Bro, I wouldn't even tell my worst enemy to watch this shit, man.
Cut the shit the fuck off.
But what do you guys think? Do you think every anime on this list deserves their remake? Or do you think that they are perfect the way that they are? And if you're gonna look me dead in my eyes and say Berserk 2016 is perfect the way that it is, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more anime content. And remember, class, we do have a community Discord that we're trying to make more active. If you guys want to join, links are always in the description. But with that being said, there's no bell for today. Pack your bags, class dismissed.